Hey everyone, I'm Vanessa. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be sharing a hair tutorial featuring some techniques that I used to use when I first started wearing my hair naturally. I used to straighten my hair every single day for about a decade. So when I first started learning how to embrace my natural waves, my hair was very flat and frizzy. My waves were not as defined as they are today, and I had to give them a little bit of extra love to make them more bouncy. I actually learned the technique that I'm going to be sharing today from a hairdresser who was cutting my hair at the time, and she had naturally curly hair. It was super long, super healthy, voluminous. She had beautifully defined curls, and she told me that if I implemented these tips that it would help my curls, and it really did. The products I'm going to be using today are the Main Magic 10-in-1 Primer by Eva NYC and Not Your Mother's Refreshing Curl Foam from the Curl Talk line. I'm also going to be using this comb and this blow dryer with a diffuser. This is a blow dryer that I used every single day when I first started wearing my hair naturally, and it's lasted me for years. I definitely recommend having an addition like this if you're going to be trying out this technique today. My hair is still wet from the shower, so the first thing I'm going to do is spray this primer all over my hair. This primer acts as a heat protectant, and it's going to be a nice base for the overall styling. I'm going to be using a separation clip today just to kind of keep my hair a little bit more organized. It makes it a little bit easier, but you don't necessarily need it. The product all over my hair, I'm just going to give it a quick comb through to get rid of any remaining knots I may have, and also to help the product spread a little bit more throughout my hair. The next step is the most important that I'm going to be sharing today. I'm going to be sectioning off my hair and taking really small sections in each section and twisting all of them. And as I do that, I'm going to apply the refreshing curl foam to give it a little bit of an extra hold. Typically when I use this foam, I use it for second day curls because it's a little bit lighter, but I prefer using something like this when I do this hairstyle. When I use a heavier foam, my hair turns into little dreadlocks almost, and it gets a little bit knotty. So using a lighter foam like this allows me to maintain a shape at the end of the hairstyle, but also doesn't tangle my hair. have my hair twisted into sections, I'm going to turn my blow dryer onto medium heat. This particular blow dryer has 3 settings: low, medium, and high. I like to keep it on medium because when I style my hair this way, I only like to dry it about halfway. I use the blow dryer to lock in the products and to kind of lock in the shape that my hair is in currently, but I do also like to let it air dry about halfway, because when I let my hair air dry, my waves are always much bouncier than when I use a blow dryer. Drying my hair, and I only dried it about halfway. I mostly focused on getting the roots dry and a little bit of the ends, but the majority of my hair is still pretty damp, especially the area that frames my face. I like to let it stay a little bit wet, that way it can kind of do its own thing. If I dry my hair too much when I do this technique, it can get flat and a little bit frizzy, so I like to leave it a little bit wet for that reason. That is all for today's tutorial. If you're struggling to wear your hair naturally wavy or curly, if it's really frizzy or flat, I definitely recommend trying these techniques out. I hope that you found it useful, and if you did, be sure to give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and if you do decide to use my techniques that I shared today, tag me on Instagram. I would love to see your hairstyles and give you a little shout out. Until next time, I'll see you later.